Good morning, guys. My name is Amber, for those of you who don't know, and I am a bipolar badass. So, I know I've kind of not been making very many videos because I've been stuck in a depressed episode. I still am there, but it is obviously mixed because today I'm feeling a bit more manic than I have in the last few weeks. So, I'm not really too sure what kind of topic I'm going to go on today. I just felt that I needed to make a video and we'll kind of just see where it goes. I know my last one was a rant. Please, if you didn't see it, go watch it. Louisiana healthcare sucks. So that was basically the topic of that video. I'm kind of pacing around and stuff. I'm got a lot of energy today that I'm trying to place. I'm gonna touch on a couple things today. I haven't exactly picked out a topic to just discuss that main topic because I've just been riding waves of up and down lately. So, when my up waves are there, I have all of these ideas of stuff I want to discuss, and unfortunately I rarely write them down. So when the down comes, I'm like, no, these videos are useless, they're pointless. I did get feedback from somebody. She messaged me on Facebook, and it was amazing. It was really, really good feedback, and it made me feel like these videos are worth it. I was kind of bummed out that my views weren't very high, that I didn't feel like I was reaching enough people to make much of a difference. But she did remind me that if I make a difference in one person's life and help them see one thing about themselves, that I'm doing pretty damn good. That's all I need, is to make that one difference by giving my testimony. And also giving you guys a bit of information. I want to share what I learned with you. It's kind of the whole point of this. Update on my life. It's still in fucking ruins. I did get on a track with a couple friends of mine, and we're working on losing weight and taking better care of ourselves. So that's something for me to be optimistic about, because my depression did kind of knock me to the point where I was not working out at all. I didn't care what I ate, if I ate. And when I did eat, I really wanted sweets and just nasty shit. So I got accountability partners now, and the three of us are each setting our own goals and using one another as encouragement to do so. And that's one thing about bipolar disorder. A structured schedule, yes, that is extremely important. But also taking care of yourself. When your body's not healthy, your mind can't be either. And also in the little I don't even know what to call it. We have weekly goals and stuff that we do per week that I did research and came up with was the easiest way for lazy people like us to get shit done. Regimen, I guess. Our little regimens. I also incorporated stuff for spirituality and personal growth as well, not just our physical health, because our mental health is just as important. And there was one thing that I learned over the chaos of the last year or so, that is very important. And especially with the way that everything is going for me in the present, I really need to take care of my mental health right now. I am, in my last video, I did speak about my medication running out, and I am to that point. 2 of them have run completely out. And then the other 2, which would be my antipsychotic and my mood stabilizer, I've rationed them, and I'm taking half the dose that I normally take. So that's probably a big contributor to this mania that I've been feeling the last couple days. But I'll take it. I take mania over depression any freaking day. Any day. I am struggling. Like, shopping, you guys know, is a big thing for me. Like, when I'm manic, I like have these ideas to like build shit and like make something or refurbish, but it always costs me money. And outside of cleaning the couple houses that I do, I don't have an income, so that would just be careless on my part. So I am arguing with myself about that, going back and forth, trying to find stuff that I can do without a budget and do shit at home. The depression like starts hitting pretty hard at night obviously when I'm allowed to be in my own thoughts. I did put in a 2 weeks notice for my kids in daycare, so they'll be home more soon, because I can't afford it. I can't. And then like coming up to this weekend, I realized like how almost codependent I am on like the security of having friends or a significant other around. This week my kids go to their dad's house. They leave tomorrow to go to their dad's, which is cool. I normally, like, a couple months ago I would spend it with my boyfriend, and even after we broke up we remained friends up until a week or two ago. And if I wasn't spending time with him, I was like blowing up my best friend, like calling her every couple hours or whatever, texting her all day, or go and visit her. She works at the store by my house. Well, no boyfriend. That went up in flames. But my best friend. So, okay, I'm like, that it's a distraction from myself, basically. When my kids aren't home, I like almost crave human contact. It's really strange, but a big light was beamed on that this week when she reminded me that she is going on vacation this weekend. They're leaving Thursday. So I was like, fuck. I'm like gonna be alone now. Like, if you'd have asked me a year ago what I was doing, I was going to go to the bar and get fucked up and then just sleep off a hangover the entire next day. And that's not the case because I don't drink. I also came off of my energy drinks because, mania is doing it for me. I still got coffee. Like, don't let me fool you into thinking I'm like this health nut or whatever right now. No, I'm on my second cup of coffee today. I'm trying to charge my phone. It's like going dead. And my little charger's going dead. I have another one. So yeah, I was just put in a position where I like realized this weekend it's just gonna be me. It's gonna be me and my dog. Now, normally, it doesn't happen very often, but when it came down to, I'm trying to plug in my phone, guys. Okay, when it came down to me having to be alone, I would find something productive to do. I would normally go hiking. Love it. Well, now I have sort of like this negative connotation with the place where I frequented, the place where I did go hike. So it's like got me bummed out and I'm going to feel triggered when I go. So I'm trying to find a new place to go hiking or something affordable or free for me to do to keep my mind busy. And also, like, I've set a goal to meditate for like a ridiculously long time. Like, I need to get in tune with myself again. There was a point that I was, and that is just, it's not there anymore. I'm not as so self-focused as I was 2 years ago. So that's been a big goal of mine lately, to tap into my spirituality and like go deeper in it and obtain that self-realization that I need that benefits me when it comes to my disorders. So that's like what I got going on right now. That That's it. Like, I don't do anything besides clean houses, clean my house, spend time with my kids, or blow up my best friend's phone. So, and I make these videos. Cool. I'm like going so fast in my mind right now. I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what I want to talk about because I'm not too sure. I know I keep mentioning it, and I will do a full episode on it one day. Just not today. My attention span's not there for it. But like parenting with bipolar. When you're manic, it's easy. We do fun shit together when I'm manic. Even if like it's a couple days after a mania, I've already set up stuff for them to do. Like with this whole hurricane and stuff, I went and I got like a slime lab and bath bombs to make, and I bought them each these really cute boxes that they could paint and decorate. It's got a little latch on it for them to put I don't know, I don't care what in. So, you know, when I'm manic, it's good. When I'm depressed, it's hard. It is fucking hard. Parenting in general without a mental disability is fucking hard. So, and if you don't agree with that statement, please drop your tips below. Like, let me know, because gosh, man, it's so difficult when I'm like going through a depression, and my kids are the reason I get out of bed. Then that is like why I'm wanting to find something this weekend when they're not going to be home, because I will just stay in my bed and probably drink coffee and eat fucking Oreos and gain 12 pounds over the weekend. So with that being said, it is hard. Your body and your demeanor changes when you are depressed. Your children notice that shit, dude. Like my kids, they notice when in that video I made about the bitching about the healthcare system, like my daughter came in the room and I was crying, and you can see her like reach out to me and hug me. Now, that is an appropriate response. No, I very rarely ever cry in front of my kids. I hate it. I hate for them to see me weak. But one of the things that's made a really big difference for me when it comes to my kids is that I'm open with them. I'm honest to the degree that they can understand. Now, I'm not like dropping these big hardcore feelings on my 6 and 7 year old. No, I'm not saying that at all. But they understand emotions. They understand their emotions, which is something I've always worked with them about, is understanding what they feel. So they can relate to a certain level, to a certain degree. And I tell them, Mama's sad right now. I'm sad. Well, why? Because, baby, the way my brain is, it just makes me sad for no reason sometimes. Oh, okay, Mama, you have the sad brain today. Yes, baby, I do. They'll bring me a snack, or they'll encourage me to get out of bed. Well, if you're sad, Mama, let's go color a picture. That makes you happy. And spending time with us makes you happy. Yes, sweetie, you're right. Let's do that. Let's do that. Now, it hurts to have to, like, tell my kids, hey, I'm sad right now. But they're so fucking awesome, man. They know what to say and what to do to help me not be sad. To help me not sit there and wallow. They're going to get me out of bed. They understand to a degree like what bipolar is. They like to tell people I'm bipolar. That is like, oh my God. Anybody who will listen, they're like, hey, my mom's bipolar. And you guys know how much of a fucked up, like, generalization that sounds like to some people. Bipolar just means you're freaking psychotic. Not psychotic. I just have extreme up and downs. But they think they're proud, like it's a good thing. Oh man, it's so funny. I remember being at my mom's when we went on our little vacation, our manic road trip over there, and they had a commercial for a bipolar medication. and it was playing in the background. My son was sitting in front of the TV playing with a toy or whatever, and he looks up to my mom's sister, my aunt, and he's like, "Hey, Aunt Becky, my mom's bipolar. She might take that medicine." And I'm telling you, they would tell a stranger just because they think it's like cool that my brain is crazy. So they get the understanding of like the ups and downs. Now, one of the biggest things I do when I'm depressed is neglect my house. Never my kids. Don't even know. But like my house. I'll like let them fucking run rampant and just like flip shit upside down. But it's gotten to a point where they know that I'm depressed. I don't even have to say it. They know because I'm always bitching about the house. Like, I clean so much. And after like a few hours of me not going around and picking up, and they notice that shit. And then they'll like start picking up, and my daughter will come in the room. "Mama, come see my room. It's really dirty. It's really dirty, Mama. Come see." And I'll get up and I'll go see, and they have cleaned the whole room or whatever. And they get all excited because I let them know that it makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. My kids are not responsible for my moods. They're not. If you feel that way, you need to do some soul searching. Your children are not responsible for your moods. They are not responsible for taking care of you during your moods. They can encourage you. They can be the reason you get out of bed. But don't put that weight on them. Like, my kids just automatically do shit when they see that I'm down. But I don't put that the responsibility is mine to get my ass out of bed, to like play with Barbies when in the back of my mind I am borderline suicidal. Not even that, like we could be driving somewhere like, going to have a fun time, and like in the back of my head I'm like, fuck this shit. But you know what? They keeps me going. Keeps me going, bruh. So, like, with that being said, your kids see and observe everything. They know your normal behavior versus your episode behavior. They even point out, like, when I'm manic, I go to bed much later. I don't sleep as much. So, they'll point out when I'm, like, getting them tucked in and stuff, and they're like, "Mom, you don't look tired." At which point, I'm like, yeah, baby, I'm going to bed too. And I'll go and I'll take my little sleep aid to keep myself on my routine. And that's one of the best things I've ever done. And when it comes to my ex, I'm like super grateful for him that he helped me to establish this. But it's having such a strict routine that anything outside of that routine is just not normal. So much not normal that my kids have pointed out. And they are very vocal children, like zero filter. Like they are just, what's on their mind is what they're going to say. Which, it's so cool, man. It's so cool. I can't even, I really don't know where I'd be without them. And just them going to their dads this weekend. During the summer, they go Wednesday to Sunday. During the school, it's Friday to Sunday, obviously. But I'm like, I walk around my house lost because the Wednesday that they leave, I clean my whole house. I don't know why I do this, but I clean my whole house on Wednesday. And like in the back of my mind, I'm going to be able to enjoy a clean house for a few days. It's going to be nice, whatever. But then like Thursday comes around and everything's done. And I don't have kids running around playing or coming ask for food or asking for a snack or asking me to color or play Barbies or watch a video. I don't have that. And it's like quiet. And my dog's lazy. Like, she doesn't do anything but that. To take her hiking with me, it's so funny because she has to take so many breaks because she's just lazy. So she's not of much entertainment to me. She's just not. So I find healthy things to do right now. y'all seen my paintings are like, that's my go-to. Well, I'm out of canvases and I'm out of money, so I've been like making canvases. I made a post on Facebook to get some get wood from people, their remnants, and I've been like cutting them and making my own canvases to keep myself busy. My allergies are really bad. I just finished dusting. So I touched on that, the parenting. Obviously it's hard as fuck, but my kids are awesome as shit, so I'll take it. Let's see, where else can I go? Because my brain is going, and I'm in such a great, like, I'm so elated today for no freaking reason, and it's awesome. Like, my brain almost like rewards me for surviving a depression. This is like the shit I look forward to during a depression. So relationships and bipolar, like, you guys heard me talking about my ex. That was the hardest fucking relationship I've ever been in. It really was. I've had some rough, and it's not because it was bad. It was because he challenged me a lot, and he made, like, if he was moving forward, I was going to. Like, there were so many things that, like, just fucking growth, dude. Fucking growth. Like, and a lot of self-observation. And I did a lot of fucked up shit when I was manic. I ain't even gonna deny that. Like, he shouldn't have taken me back the last time he did, but he did. And it was hell. Okay? Sucked for both of us that last time. It really did. We had some good times. But, it was rough. But he pushed me, like a different degree of pushing me that most people don't, because he has his own mental illnesses. And, like, the concoction that we had as a couple was just, it was like a fucked up hurricane that was throwing like tornadoes down here and there. But you know what? I am grateful for the experience. There's so much I learned about myself. There's so much I learned about my disorder being with him. And there's just so much I learned about being a woman, really. Like, he taught me so much. And as many times as I want to say that this last year and a half was a waste, no, it fucking wasn't, dude. I came out a completely different person. I really did. He didn't, like, force me to change or anything like that. No, it wasn't like that. But he made me challenge myself, basically. It also helped me pinpoint a lot of stuff from last year that I did and I fucked up. But he was able to help me, like, discover that so much was a delusion. Like, my version of our relationship last year is not the accurate one. It's not, and it fucking sucked to discover that, and that hurts. It still does. I wish him well. The relationship in itself was difficult. Not with just one of us, but both of us having our own mental illnesses. And if anything, the amount of self-awareness that I've gotten and that I'm still continuing to get and still continuing to grow on, it'll make me a better person. It really will. And I'm not actively seeking anybody. I'm kind of mourning this relationship, and I'm trying not to get all depressing, so because it is a touchy subject for me, and it was the biggest trigger for this depressed episode that I went into. But I'm gonna make it out. it's challenging. Because I hid, and my biggest issue is that, my biggest fuck up was that I hid a lot from him. A lot. I went through delusions on my own. And never really brought up my concerns. Up until recently, I didn't tell him that I thought that he bugged my house. Put a tracker on my car. Was sending people into my job to spy on me. I didn't bring any of that up until about a month ago. And it got much deeper than that. Much deeper. Oh man, last year I was 10 cons of fucked up. Like, I can understand why the relationship didn't last. I fucking hate who I was then. Like, literally, like, I was a fucking train wreck. I mean, I can't say that my life is much better now, as far as, like, last year I was making money. I was on my grind for the most part. I had, ran into a couple financial issues at the end of the year, but one day I'm probably gonna get on here and I'm gonna be like, spill it. I'm gonna just fucking say everything that I did that was just so fucked up, and you'll understand why that person that I was. Every day I wake up and make a promise to myself, I will never be that person again. Oh my gosh, if you would have met me last year versus this year, you would be like, bitch, who are you? Really, like. Oh, man. After 2 hospital stays, some good medicine, some reality slapping me across the face, and a boyfriend challenging me, I would like to say that I've grown. I would like to say that I'm a better person now. I really believe that, and tomorrow's goal is to just be better than I was today, and then the next day, and then the next day. And I'm always going to strive to be better. I have one of my friends, I have her, like, she's kind of been with me throughout this journey of losing my fucking mind and stuff. So she is like, kind of got a checklist, When I start going delusional and shit, like, I want somebody to notice and be like, bitch, you're tripping. Or don't be so, that would probably piss me off if I was in a delusion. It probably really would. But, no, but to be able to point it out and identify it before I go down the rabbit hole. Like, for real, guys, I have, like, extra locks on my door and shit that I added when I was delusional. It would be pretty cool if I can get the footage from work of me hallucinating. I used to like see people come in the store and nobody was really there. So, like weird shit. Yeah. It would be like, I want to watch myself. I want to watch myself lose my fucking mind so I can just laugh at it because you not just laugh at it, but like use that as a reason, like why I need to take my mental health seriously. Why I know now that I cannot be off meds. Because it will just get worse. And speaking of getting worse, I obtained some medical records. I got, like, my most recent hospital stay. I got that when I read all that. I kind of touched on that briefly at one point in time. But I also got a few medical records from my adolescence. I was experiencing, like, psychosis and shit as a teenager, dude. Nobody told me that. They told me that I was bipolar. I knew that. But nobody ever brought up the fact that I was psychotic. Nobody did. Had I realized at any point in time that I went through psychotic experiences and then learned in the same fucking sentence that, Miss Amber, this disease gets worse with age. It does. Especially if you're not medicated. I'd have never fucking went off my meds. If I knew that that's what I needed to keep me alive, if somebody had sat down and been real with me and told me that, I would have taken care of my mental health. I'm almost 100% sure I would. Because my life would have not been this fucking hard up until now. Even through my depressed episode, now on meds, I still can I look forward to something. I make myself look forward to something. But nobody ever told me that. Don't shelter your children from their own disability? What the fuck? I've always been growing up, I was super intelligent. I was just above and beyond. And I retained information so easily. And what in any of my family's mind made them believe that I would not be able to understand that what I have is, it's it will get worse. It will get worse. If I was experiencing psychosis at 15 years old, what the fuck you think I was gonna go through at 25? 26, 27? What did you think that you thought it was gonna be smooth sailing? Nobody fought me when I said I was going off meds. Nobody. Not one fucking person told me it was a bad idea. I just did it. I don't even really have a reason why. Other than there was a point in time where I was, and I will say that I was very, very over-medicated. I wasn't I was a zombie. There are parts of high school that's completely eliminated from my memory. Completely. Because I was on so many fucking pills that my brain just I don't know, had to erase something, I guess. I don't know. But nobody told me that this was a long-term illness. I thought that basically honestly, at one point in time, I was convinced there was no way I was bipolar. None. I was just depressed and anxious. I didn't think bipolar, there was no way that I could be bipolar if I was off meds for 10 years and I managed it myself. Quote unquote managed it. I got a divorce under my belt to say that it wasn't managed that great. And several failed relationships. But nobody sat me down and explained to me even what bipolar was. What the fuck? Y'all know. How are you gonna tell somebody they got something? That's Miss Ezel, you have cancer. Okay? And then proceeds to not tell you what, where, whether or not it's treatable. Nothing. Just left it at that. That's how I was with my disorder. Amber, you were bipolar. Okay. What does that mean? No response. What are the symptoms? No response. Nothing. There's a lot that could have been different had I been aware. If everybody says that. How different shit would be if they knew then what they know now. That is, such a hardcore truth. Hardcore truth. Had I been aware of it, I'd have never got on antidepressants. Because I didn't know that would trigger intense mania and psychosis. I would have probably stayed on meds. At the very least, therapy. There's so much. Oh my God. This is why I'm open to a degree about my disability with my kids. They understand that it's ups and downs. They understand that sometimes there's no reason. my 6 and 7-year-old know more about bipolar disorder than I did from 16 to 25, 15 to 25, 26. My children know more about it than I knew at that time. How fucking crazy is that? Like, as a kid, I was hospitalized twice. Through both of them hospitalizations, never received any new information. All I got was pills. And did like little arts and crafts shit while I was in there. They medicated me, they sedated me, and then they sent me on my way with no explanation of nothing. To be fair, you know, it's probably the healthcare system. They probably didn't even tell my fucking parents what the hell bipolar disorder was. That makes a lot of sense, because the doctors didn't tell me. I had to get on the fucking internet and research myself. Alright, guys, well, my brain is trailing off, like, the talk about my ex and then, like, my childhood. Like, it's starting to trigger something. And I don't want to lose this high that I'm on today. So, I'm going to finish cleaning my house, for sure. I have to go grocery shopping, which is a whole nother ball game when I'm manic. Oh, man, shit, today's gonna be great. I'm gonna make it be great. Thanks for your love and support. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and get notified. Share it with your friends so they can see how fucking wild I can be. Maybe help them understand why you go through like extreme highs and lows. And like yesterday I was crying my eyes out. Today I'm fucking elated about life. I love it. Love it all. My dog's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm yelling. Dee Dee. Mommy is crazy, huh? She's yawning. Like she's like, bitch, let me go to sleep. Alright, guys. Y'all have a bipolar badass day.